Here are some tips if you're looking to request records from your local police department. Find out who has the records you're looking for. If it's about police behavior, policies, inventory, reports, body or dash cam footage, or other information directly related to the police department, that's where you'll send your request. Depending on your location, things can get tricky if you're looking for legal documents like citations, tickets, or warrants. These documents might be kept by the courts. Double check whose jurisdiction your records fall under before filing. Determine which records you're looking for. The department won't create a record for you, so you have to be very careful to ask for exactly what you're looking for in the language that the department uses. For example, if you're looking for a list of arrests made on a certain day and the department doesn't already publish that information, find out what language they use, like booking reports, arrest reports, or jail inmate rosters. If you want demographic information, ask directly for race, age, gender, or any other fields you need. You cannot ask the department why something happened. You can't ask them for an explanation for certain behavior. You can only ask them for records that already exist. Always start your request by citing the open records law in your state. For example, pursuant to the California Public Records Act, I hereby request. Then list out the records you want. Be sure to also include alternate names for things if you know of any. If you're a member of the public or a journalist, say so and ask for a fee waiver. Ask for an itemized cost estimate if the fee waiver is not available, and give the agency a deadline based on your state's law. In California, a response is required within 10 days. Include the format that you're requesting the information in: paper, digital, or in-person examination. If you're asking for data in a digital format, specify the type of file that you want. And finally, include contact information and invite the agency to call you with any clarifying questions. Depending on what you're asking for, you can also note that you'll accept a partial fulfillment of your request if some information is protected or unavailable. Send it to the right person. Go to your local police department's website and look for their public records or police reports section. Some jurisdictions have a form that you fill out. If this is the case, copy and paste your letter into the description box and write NA for any fields that aren't applicable. Some jurisdictions have a direct public records email. Include your request in the body of the email and attach a PDF. In the subject line, write timely public records request. Finally, some places will require you to mail in your request. Note that for those jurisdictions, it may take longer to get a response. If you can't find a dedicated email for a police records clerk, look for the police chief's email or a public information officer. In a few places in the United States, you'll request from a city instead of the police department directly. If you can't figure out where to send your request, ask us for help. Check in regularly via phone or email if you don't hear from the department after the state-mandated time period, or if you don't hear from them at all. If they issue you a denial, ask for a specific reason why, and appeal it or file a new request within the parameters they laid out. If they respond with an expensive cost estimate, ask for details. With cost estimates, you can push back. If they're citing costs per pages, note that you're asking for electronic versions. If they cite programming time, ask what programming specifically they're doing. Note that the government must cite the state exemption that applies for any redactions. Requesting police records is a process, and it's often a frustrating one. Be patient and persistent, and familiarize yourself with local laws, and you're more likely to get the records that you're entitled to.